This story is brought to you by Petals and Pride, where every petal tells a tale, and every tale celebrates pride. Join us as we embark on heartfelt journeys, discovering the beauty of love, life, and the extraordinary in the everyday. Together, we bloom with stories that inspire, uplift, and bring the rainbow of human experiences to life. The bachelor party was supposed to be a celebration, a last night of freedom for Jerry, a night of laughter and clinking glasses with friends. It was supposed to be about fun, about remembering the good old days, and sending Jerry off into married life with a smile. But for Michael, it was a reminder of everything he had never been able to be. Just a friend. The dimly lit bar was buzzing with energy, the noise of laughter and music filling the air. Michael had joined reluctantly, agreeing to be there out of loyalty, even though his stomach was tied in knots. He watched Jerry across the room, laughing with his friends, the fiancé's ring already on his finger. Michael hated how he could almost feel the weight of it across the room, a constant reminder of what he would never have. Michael hadn't even planned on staying long, but somehow he had found himself lingering at the table, torn between the urge to leave and the desperate need to stay just a little longer. He pretended to be part of the group, but his mind was elsewhere, caught in the quiet war between longing and resignation. The weight of his unrequited feelings pressed against his ribs, suffocating yet impossible to let go of. Each laugh from Jerry sent a fresh pang through him, a reminder of what could never be. Jerry caught his eye at one point, and for a brief moment, their gazes held, longer than it should have. Michael felt a flicker of hope. Maybe Jerry didn't want him to leave yet. Maybe he still cared. But then the moment passed. Jerry turned back to his friends, the conversation shifting, and Michael was left standing there, heart sinking, the fleeting hope fading into nothing. Later, as the night wore on and the laughter grew louder, Jerry suddenly excused himself from the group, pulling Michael aside into a quieter corner of the bar. The noise of the party felt distant, muffled now. Jerry's hand was on his shoulder, warm and familiar. And for a split second, Michael allowed himself to pretend that everything was the way it used to be. "I didn't want you to feel like you had to stay," Jerry said, his voice quieter now, almost apologetic. "I know you didn't exactly sign up for all this." He gestured vaguely at the chaos around them. Michael chuckled softly, but there was no humor in it. "No, I'm good. I'm here for you, Jerry." "Yeah," Jerry said, a nervous laugh escaping. "Just thanks for being here." He hesitated, eyes darting around, as if he wanted to say something more, but couldn't find the words. Michael's pulse quickened. He knew what was coming. He knew it wasn't going to be good for him, but there was still that part of him that craved it. The part of him that had been in love with Jerry for years. The part of him that never truly got over it. "Listen," Jerry started, his voice low, careful, as if testing the waters. "I'm glad we've had these moments. You know, it's been a good time." Michael nodded, heart pounding in his ears, trying to keep his voice steady. "Yeah, me too. But things are different now," Jerry continued, his hand pulling away, leaving Michael feeling colder in the absence. "I'm with her, Mike. I've got to make this work. I just want you to know that." The words landed like a punch. Michael had always known this was coming, had always known that Jerry would eventually choose someone else. He just never realized how much it would hurt to hear out loud. "I get it," Michael whispered, though the words fell hollow. "You've always been a good friend to me." As the night went on, they all returned to their hotel rooms. The way Jerry had slipped into his room, his voice hushed with both desire and shame, whispering, "Just one more time." Michael hesitated, his mind screaming at him to walk away, to finally break free from the cycle. But then Jerry reached for him, eyes clouded with something Michael wished was love, but knew was only need. And like every time before, Michael's resolve crumbled. Michael had known it was a mistake. He had known it would break him. And yet, when Jerry lay back, unzipping just like old times, Michael had still given in and swallowed every last drop. Because Michael had been in love with Jerry since their college dorm days. He still thought about how Jerry would hold him down on it until every drop came out. It had started as something simple, two guys who needed a release. That's how Jerry framed it, anyway. To Jerry, it was just sex without strings, without meaning. a secret he could indulge in behind closed doors, as long as he didn't say the words, "I like this," out loud. But Michael had fallen hard. He had let himself believe that maybe, just maybe, Jerry felt something too. That maybe, on nights when Jerry turned up the music and laid back, he wasn't just seeking release. Maybe he was reaching for him. But last night had proven what Michael had always known deep down. Jerry was going back to his fiancée, back to a life Michael would never be part of. The airport intercom announced his flight boarding. Michael exhaled shakily, gripping his boarding pass. He thought to himself, it's going to be hard watching Jerry say, "I do." But he wanted to show his support. He figured he would just be another face in the crowd. Jerry wouldn't see that he wasn't smiling as he kissed his bride, and he promised never to tell. One thing was for sure, Michael keeps his promises. His heart ached with a quiet, unbearable truth. Jerry had been his first love, and Jerry would never love him back. To Jerry, it was all about the release. But Michael was okay with the fact that Jerry found love and deserved to be happy. Little did he know that the wedding would unravel secrets, stir old wounds, and change everything he thought he understood about Jerry and himself. Stay tuned for the next episode of this series, where things are about to get wild at the wedding. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey today. We hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Petals and Pride. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Also, be sure to join our Facebook group Petals and Pride. We love hearing from you. Let us know your thoughts and what you'd like to see next. Until next time, take care and stay proud.